What's up? Me, TC, here again in these streets on this camera on your feed, just to come to you and give you a bit of update as to what has been going on in my life and why I had not been uploading content. So yeah, that part. I'm back. So just a sidebar note, or a sidebar, just a sidebar. Make sure that your mic is turned on when you record, because I went through an entire sit down talking about stuff, random stuff I'm gonna re-record, but I just went through like 8 minutes of a great dialogue, great conversation, and the mic wasn't on. I know. I was so excited because I like ran through everything quite smoothly and quick. I mean, it's just a part of life, right? So things happen. Whoops. That was all me popping. I'm old. So I'm back. I'm here, and I've been gone for a while. I think the last time I may have uploaded was like during the quarantine situation, and when we like just started quarantine, or maybe 3 months into quarantine. I can't remember, but I'm back. I'm better. I'm a little bit better, not like 100%, but I'm better than what I was. And I just kind of wanted to come today to discuss some of the things that have been helping me, because I kind of went through this very melancholy state. It was so bad to the point where I just kind of closed off all of my friends, and I just was trying to regroup and regather my thoughts. And it was so difficult for me to do that, I was just gone. Not only that, not only was I dealing with kind of closing off people because I was kind of depressed, just not in a great headspace, wasn't very happy and content like where I was in life, just going through a lot. And I even went through like a breakup. I went through a breakup. I went through a family member dying and passing away, and my, a close family member. So life got a little tough, but as they say, when life gives you lemons, be Beyonce and make lemonade, the album. It was really good. But yeah, so that all happened, and it took quite a bit of time for me to kind of come out of that state. Even normally when I am in that type of mind frame, I can work, but because I was in a situation or relationship, I like to say a situationship, because to me, I don't necessarily deem that as a relationship. Not that he wasn't a great person. I mean, he's great, but in the relationship, it just wasn't meant to be. I know he's somewhere doing well, and I don't wish him bad or ill or anything like that. I do wish him happiness. I wish him, love and prosperity, because he taught me a lot of stuff. And when I say taught me, I mean like he may not have realized that he was teaching me, but it was a great lesson. And the reason I say that is because there were flags. There were a lot of red flags. And ladies or fellows, if you see red flags and you deem them as red flags in the beginning, trust it. Trust it, because you know who you are. And I think a lot of what was happening is I was losing myself. I didn't know who I truly was, and I knew I had to be whole. And I used to always say this to this person: I had to find myself. I had to be who I was holistically within myself before I could be in a relationship and be happy with somebody, because there's no way that you can be, I mean, sometimes that happens, but for the most part, you just kind of want to be whole, you know, first. You want to know who you are. You want to know what things make you happy and what things don't make you happy. But if you see those red flags in the beginning, keep it moving. I saw them. I acknowledged them by trying to like leave, but it was always a comeback situation. And again, I don't wish any ill on him. I don't, you know, feel bad that we broke up anymore, because obviously it's hard to break up and move on. But I'm very happy that it happened, because I used to contemplate in my mind like certain things, and I didn't want to be the person that made him feel bad. I'm glad he broke up with me. I'm glad it transpired the way it did. I'm glad he's actually moved on, and I'm glad that I haven't moved on, because I want to get to know me before I get into any relationship, and that's just how it should be, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, so off that topic, off my somber sadness, I really wanted to kind of go over and discuss some of the things that made me feel better, and to help me to get to know myself a little bit better throughout some of the things that had transpired in my life, such as the death and the relationship, or situationship, as I like to say, and just work issues. I had a lot of stuff going on, and I had 3 things that truly, honestly helped me out to be in a better space and place. I'm not 100%. I'll get there. I'm not even rushing it, because it takes time, and I get it. So we'll start. I'll just go with the first thing that has been helping me, or that has helped me. And this is probably the most consistent that I am with anything besides my 9 to 5 that I work. I've been there for a while, so I'm very proud of myself with that. But journaling. Journaling has been something that I've done for a long time. I like to write out my thoughts so that they're not in my mind, because my mind races 190 miles a minute. Also, like, I overthink a lot. So being able to look back on some of the things that I wrote in my journal brings me a little bit of clarity, a little bit of perspective on how I was feeling in the moment. I like to date it. Sometimes I just write out how I'm feeling, or how I feel, how I think somebody feels about me. And we never truly, honestly know how somebody else perceives you. So it does bring things into perspective. Like, you may be thinking that they perceive you one way when it's really not that way. But you have to look at things in hindsight when you're kind of reviewing your journal. And that's one of the things that I tend to try to do. I try to look at some of those pointers and things that I've been through to bring a little bit of perspective to my life, so that I can kind of understand how I felt and reflect on how I felt and move forward. The second thing that I do in order to get me out of feeling a ways in my feelings, to be honest with you, the Drake situation, is meditating. One of the things that I love to do is go into my room. I have blackout curtains, so I'll light candles, light incense, and I'll just sit and I'll meditate. I'll think of nothing. I'll clear my mind and I won't think of anything, because it is so relaxing. It's difficult at first, and it takes practice. And by no means am I an expert meditator, but what I will say is it's very helpful, and it helps me to bring a little bit of clarity when I have all of the things in my mind, because I do have tons of things in my mind, like all the time. Yes. Number 3, the third thing, exercise. Everybody doesn't like exercise, and if actual strenuous exercise isn't for you, just go out in nature. Take a nice walk or jog or whatever is suitable for you. And by no means am I saying, oh, these 3 things are the 3 things. They're not strictly the 3 things that you would need to do. You can take some of these and use them and use your own things. You may not like writing. People don't like writing. I just happen to like writing and writing out how I feel. Use different avenues to get your thoughts out of your head. If you don't like writing, put it on a recorder, sit in front of a camera, put it on YouTube. People, you just never know what can resonate with people. So I just want to share my truth and how I had been feeling. I know this is maybe a lot, but it may be helpful for some people, whether you're going through a breakup, whether you're experiencing a death in your family, or you're just having a hard time at work. Just take some time away from whatever type of situation and take time for yourself. Relaxing bath, take deep breaths, just do something to help alleviate some of those thoughts that are in your mind and you have to get out. It's just helpful. But that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a fabulous, positive rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.